From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network at Troy, Alabama's International University, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for October 13th, 2016. I'm Sarah Singletary.
And I'm Jordan Elston. Thank you for joining us this evening. All week, Troy University students participated in a number of competitions for homecoming week. However, this morning, the faculty and staff got in on the fun with a contest of their own. Chelsea Law shows us how.
Who's got spirit? The faculty and staff here at Troy University certainly does. Continuing on with the homecoming festivities this week, Trojan faculty and staff got to participate in a friendly competition for Spirit Day.
Well, we feel that there's a lot of events going on around campus that can get students involved. So this is just a way for us to get some faculty and staff involved and kind of show their school spirit in a little bit of a different way.
Faculty from some departments put on their thinking caps and got creative with some decor. The competition had 3 categories: door decorations, office decorations, and skits. Judges came around and rated each department.
That's great. It's a good way, especially the skits and the decorations, the hallways, the doors, that sort of thing, because students do a lot. But it's important that they come in different offices as well, and it gets our faculty and staff involved and in the spirit of homecoming, because it truly is something that we want the entire university to be involved in, not just something for students and our alums. This is just a way for current people who are faculty and staff to be involved.
Not only are the Trojans rebuilding walls, but coming together as a team for Spirit Day is also helping them build better relationships with one another.
Well, it really helped us to be great teamwork. Like, it built a relationship that I didn't have before with some of my coworkers here. We got to talk about things, we got to see more about each other, and also see how we display our love for Troy.
Chelsea Law, Troy, TrojanVision News.
And the winners of Spirit Day were, for Category 1, Accountants Payable, Category 2, the Student Health Center, and for Category 3, the Office of Development.
On Saturday, one of the members of the homecoming court will be crowned, but today they were closer to getting drowned as they had some fun and raised a little money with a dunking booth. Samantha Charles has the action.
One homecoming event made a big splash. Well, maybe not so big splash on the social quad Thursday afternoon as members of the homecoming court took a seat inside a dunk tank.
Part of homecoming, we try to have a lot of day events added to the schedule, not just the competitive side at night, but we wanted to really make this week every aspect feel like it's homecoming week. And one of my committee members, Troy Heidel, actually came up with the idea for a dunking booth. And we were really apprehensive to see how the girls responded, but they've responded well, and it's been a great event so far.
Moody was apprehensive about the event, being that it's a new addition to the homecoming week activities, but he said so far the dunk tank's been a hit.
I was really afraid, and I didn't want to get shot being the messenger, but they were incredibly supportive. They immediately started signing up for times, and they've been great sports. They're getting dunked probably more than they should, but we've been out here for an hour, and we're close to $100 already, so we're excited.
I spoke with some of the homecoming maids to see what they thought about being in the tank, and, well, see for yourself.
I'm pretty nervous whenever anybody throws the ball because you never know if it's going to go in. I try not to look, but it's been a lot of fun, though.
It was really fun. It's kind of funny because you don't know how to take it if someone dunks you. Like, are you doing it because you don't like me or because you do like me? So it's funny, and a lot of people dunk me, and they thought it was funny to watch me scream. And it raised money for a really good cause.
All proceeds from this year's homecoming week will go to Troy's Head Start, which provides early childhood education for children in the Pike County area. Samantha Charles, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The next homecoming event will be Minute to Win It tonight at 6 p.m. in Trojan Arena.
Montgomery residents are being offered a new way to deal with stress and anxiety.
That's right, and it is called Veterans Voices. Ryan Renfro has more from our Montgomery News Bureau.
If they've ever been to the Rosa Parks Museum, a lot of times they say no.
Madeline Burkhart says Montgomery residents visit the Rosa Parks Museum once and never come back.
We want to know why. Why is that? What can we do to fix that? How can we continue Mrs. Parks' legacy in the 21st century?
And now, in her efforts to continue Mrs. Parks' legacy, Burkhart has introduced Veterans Voices to Montgomery residents, a 7-week art therapy workshop aimed at helping veterans cope with stress and anxiety.
When they come home, they have all this stress and anxiety and no avenue to get that out.
And as for the artwork itself, each piece is being crafted away from the museum at the homes of each artist.
A lot of people are wanting to do this at home, just to have their own personal time and their personal space to reflect on what they're doing.
Inside the Rosa Parks Museum, you'll find a volunteer working the front desk, a man whose niece recently passed away with a heart condition, a niece that to him felt more like a child. And now with his participation in Veterans Voices, his painting will bring his child into a new light.
I'm going to do an angel. I'm going to try to do her face as close as possible. People grieve different ways, and this would help me in my grief to her.
Burkhart says she hopes to hold Veterans Voices again next year. In Montgomery, Ryan Renfro, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The Veterans Voices Art Gallery will be held at Rosa Parks Museum on November 10th.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
Welcome, Trojan fans, into the world of Trojan sports, and thank you for sticking around. Now, it's been nearly 2 weeks since the Trojans last took the football field, and after a bye week, well, they're eager to round out homecoming weekend with a little taste of redemption. So far this season in football, the Trojans have been a beacon to the country, and here are the players to talk about the game and the trend they're looking to continue.
Yeah, we still got this thing going on, Redemption Road, where we played Idaho last week. We had a Redemption Road because they came and beat us last year, the homecoming, and then we went up to Georgia State last year and lost to them. So this is a Redemption Road #2 game that we got in our mind.
Whenever you got to see a team that you lost to the year before, of course, something should click off in your head, or that should be in your head that, okay, we lost, and I think it was their homecoming when we lost to them. I'm not sure, but we got them here for our homecoming, and things are going good. And, I know being at the top of the Sun Belt right now, everybody wants to knock us off, so it's going to be a good battle.
We're ready to be back in front of the fans, and we're a different team, we play different. And Georgia State got us last year, so we're looking to get them back this year. We really didn't get much in the Georgia State game plan, but that we know of. I mean, I'm sure the plays we run last week are going in this week. So, we just really focus on those 3 practices for those 3 days, and that's what we've really been doing. The whole year.
So this bye week, we actually did some one-on-one, practices, so we can still compete and still work on the things we need to work on.
We're 2-0 in the conference, and that's real biggest thing. But we feel good. We got a few days off last week. Much needed bye week, so we're ready to get things going back this week.
That's going to be great. Homecoming's going to be a lot of different events going on and a lot of alumni coming back, and I think people are very excited of what we have going on, so we're really expecting a good crowd.
This Saturday's homecoming game against Georgia State will kick off at 2:30 p.m. Now, the Troy soccer team's 1-0 victory last week over rival South Alabama improved their conference record to 2s across the board. 2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 ties. But now it's time to look ahead to this weekend's matchup and to continue to build from last week's win. But it won't be an easy one with the #1 team in the Sun Belt Conference coming to town in Coastal Carolina. Head coach Jason Hamilton briefs the matchup ahead for his team.
Yeah, they're new to the conference this year. They're doing very well. They still have to play us in South Alabama, and they've got a tough schedule to finish off the season. But they're currently sitting in first place right now with South having a bad weekend, and they're very athletic. They're going to be similar to us. We've been very athletic the last couple of years, and that's what's made us so successful. So it should be a physical game. It should be a fast game. We just have to take advantage of being at home and getting back to our winning ways.
Friday night, the Trojans will welcome Coastal Carolina to Trojan territory with a 7 p.m. start over at the Troy Soccer Complex. The men's golf team will be back in action on Monday after being off for the last 2 weeks. Head coach Matt Terry is debating on when his group will take off, but he has the preview right here. So take a listen.
We'll leave probably Saturday, debating on going to homecoming for very long because we can get over there and practice a little earlier, and we may end up doing that. But it's a course we like. We played well. We finished 3rd there last year, so the guys like it. We've been preparing on a similar courses, trying to set ours up in the same way. It's a shorter golf course, but quirky. It's something you can't really go really low on because it's got enough tricks to it. You got to play pretty smart, a lot of trees. But the guys really like it. The guys really like the place, and I'm looking forward to getting them over there. They're playing well right now. We just hope we kind of pace ourselves into next week.
Come on, coach. Let the guys stay for the game. It's a 2:30 kickoff, but Hey, whenever you guys do make it to Duluth, Georgia, well, the men's golf team will compete in the Autotrader.com Collegiate Classic. That competition will go all the way from Monday through Tuesday.